I'm Devin with the Pretentious Film Majors, and I'm sitting here with Jordana Brewster and Julie Gonzalo, stars of TNT's new show, Dallas. So thank you, ladies, for joining us. We really appreciate it.
There's oil beneath this land, worth countless billions. Every drop has a secret buried with it. And it all belongs to the Ewings.
All my life, I've been trying to put the Ewing name back on top.
So to get started, would you guys mind telling us a little bit about your characters?
Elena's super pretentious, for starters.
So we fit in here.
Just kidding.
We're all pretentious together.
We're having a pretension party. She's super ambitious. She wants to make it on her own. Okay. She was not pretentious to start out. She was the cook's daughter. Is the cook's daughter. My mom's not dead. She's alive on the show. And she's still cooking.
Are we sure?
And
okay.
Yeah.
I saw
And she's in the middle of a love triangle between John Ross and Christopher Ewing.
Sorry.
And but you're just saying that because you're jealous because he's your husband.
That's right.
So we get down and dirty on the show. And you are Rebecca.
I am Rebecca Ewing. Sutter. I become a Ewing in the pilot, but she's very pretentious actually because she really, she's a lawyer. She's very smart, so I think she has a little bit of air. No, actually. But yeah, I think she's kind of just finding her way now that she's part of this family, iconic family, this rich Dallas, the family, and she has a few things she has to deal with along the way.
Awkward. So you were saying how your character is part of a love triangle. Julie had choice words for that. But anyway, that's not important.
Sorry, did I say something?
No, I think you just had a little sneeze.
Oh,
allergies.
Yeah. I have a cough.
It happens
I'm
sometimes.
allergic to.
So can you tell us a little bit about that situation and how it plays out on camera?
Yes. Elena is in love with Christopher. Mm-hmm. And then something, I don't know what, and I'm not going to say what because everyone has to tune into Dallas.
That's true.
Prevents Elena and Christopher from getting married. Mm-hmm. And then this biznatch steals him from her.
I don't steal because he was already, looking for something better.
I guess.
Ooh.
Preventing her from marrying Christopher. And so then she falls into the arms of John Ross. And that's what happens.
Yes. And I suffer the love triangle because my husband is torn between his ex-lover and his new lover, but hey, who cares? I have the ring. So
it's his ex-lover and his wife.
Let's face it. Who wins?
I'm not going to answer that question. I'm the interviewer. Let's keep that in mind.
Okay, so you watch the show, you let us know.
Okay, I'll send you a text, but I'll let you know. That's cool. Perfect. So what is the interaction between your two characters since we pretty much know how you guys feel? Is this how it plays out on camera as well?
Not at all. It's not like the original Dallas, I think there were more cat fights and it was all a little more overt. Mm-hmm. With this, they keep it under the surface and it's all a little more subtle in terms of the wheelings and dealings, which is, I think, a little more fun to watch for the audience.
Yeah. I mean, they wrote really smart women, so, I mean, we kind of kill each other with kindness and yeah, it's fun. It's fun to play smart women and just kind of go from there. We'll see. But somebody has to end up in the pool eventually.
Maybe season 2.
Maybe. We'll have to stay tuned to check it out. Mm-hmm. So since you two work so closely with Jesse and Josh, what's that like?
Very close.
Super close.
Very, very close.
Maybe too close.
A little way too close.
What do you mean, what's that like? What are you asking?
Well, do you guys work well together? Is the chemistry can you see it on TV or is it?
Like your TV set will burn.
Oh, yeah.
It's so hot.
Yeah. You might have to keep like a bucket of water around.
Ooh.
Her fire extinguisher.
I don't know if I can afford to watch this show though, because I'm in college, so this might not work for me.
No, they're good boys.
They
they're
take
really
their
good boys.
shirts off a ton.
Yeah, they take their shirts off more than we do. So yay, girls.
Yeah.
Welcome to
pretty hot.
2012.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. Welcome to 2012. Exactly.
Yeah, where the men are the ones that
Are being objectified.
I like it. I
They're
like
the piece
it.
of meat.
So Dallas is, of course, a classic TV show that ran mostly during the 80s. So did you guys watch the original series in order to prepare for these roles, or did you want to take more of an unbiased approach to it and put your own spin on it?
We didn't want to take an unbiased, or I didn't want to speak for Julie, but I didn't because we were referring to the old characters and the characters we were interacting with. Like, I keep speaking for you. I'm sorry, for John Ross and Christopher were like babies on the show, so it was fun to watch their history. And like I would deal with John Ross, and I was like, oh, no wonder you're so effed up, because your mom didn't hold you as a baby. So now I get it, and that stuff was fun to watch. And it was also fun to watch Linda Gray act and act like such a luscious Sue Ellen, and then see her the next day on set and be like, well, what was that like, you know, and to talk to her. It was fun.
She was having a lot of fun. It's nice to see where these characters come from. I mean, my role is it's new. It was never in the original, so it's nice to see where they are now 20 years later, 30 years later. 30, yeah, it's a bunch of, when was this? 34 years later, actually, because it was 78 when it started. So it's nice to see where they're at now. And I watched it, yes and no. Like, I didn't want to get too involved because I was a new character, but I obviously I did my homework when it came to knowing the tone of the show and what I was dealing with. But
it is really different. Like, the pace
different.
is much faster.
It's very different, yeah. I think like a season back then is like an episode now. So there's a lot of stuff happening.
What are the other differences between the original and what you guys are doing now, if you can think of any, or any similarities too?
It's very similar because we're dealing with kind of it's the same family. We're dealing with a lot of the same topics, but it's modernized. It's 2012, so we're dealing with a lot of things that we deal on an everyday basis. Like, you know, it's still oil, power, money, greed, and
Power versus love, family versus money, like those themes that are in the original one still persist in this
oil
one.
versus alternative energies now. You know, we have natural energy. So yeah, it's fun. It's fun to integrate everything that we deal with on an everyday basis on today's world.
Nice. So what's it like to join a project like Dallas that had such a strong following when it originally aired? Is it kind of like intimidating, or is it exciting? Just what were your thoughts on that?
It was super exciting initially for me when we first joined, and when we met the cast initially, and now it's a little more intimidating because everyone's asking that question, and everyone's like, "Is there a lot of pressure?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "There wasn't until I started thinking about it."
Now we're promoting the show. We're like, oh crap.
Yeah, now I feel like there's some pressure because we don't want to disappoint the fans, and I hope
There's
the
a
fans
lot of
welcome
them.
us.
I mean, it was a global show.
It
was in every other country in the world. So to us, it's like, oh, I mean, at first it's like, before we met Patrick and Linda and Larry, it was like, okay, how are they going to be? And then we ended up like hitting it off right away. They're the sweetest, most down to earth people in the world. So humble, so appreciative of their lives and of their work. And to us, it was like, oh, great, this is going to be awesome. Like we're welcomed right away. And now it's like, now there's the pressure. It's like, oh, I mean, poo.
We're in college. You can say
Awesome.
and we just got to bleep.
I mean, I don't know.
Oh, you're gonna bleep us?
Well,
What?
I mean, only if it's cool with you.
Yeah, you can bleep us. You'll just be able to read my
I
mouth.
just want to just keep going with them, right?
Oh, well, that's fine. We can just have a perpetual bleep.
Oh my God, that would be fucking
That's such a
awesome.
pretentious word. What's wrong with you? God.
I'm a college student. That's what's wrong with me. So, okay, if you could be on any classic TV show aside from Dallas Reboot, what show would it be and why?
Can it be on now?
We can use the word classic loosely.
I love 30 Rock. I'm kind of obsessed with 30 Rock. I would love to be on 30 Rock. And that, I think, will be a classic one day.
Oh yeah, but I don't know. Bewitched came to mind real quick.
Ooh, nice.
You would be good as that.
But wait, can you do the nose thing?
I could.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's
Really?
Done that before.
I'm telling you.
that's actually really impressive.
I can totally be
can't-
Elizabeth Montgomery.
I can't. It just wouldn't work. Okay, so without spoiling anything for everyone who's going to watch and have their television explode, is there a scene or a moment that you guys are really excited for audiences to see?
Yeah, there's a lot. You know, Dallas was mostly known for its cliffhangers. There's a ton of cliffhangers. I think every commercial is a cliffhanger. So that's going to be exciting to see the reaction. So
Anything else?
I like a scene where I slap someone. And I like a scene where you're kissing someone, but that's all I'm going to reveal.
okay, yeah, there's those two, and I know exactly what you're talking
Exactly,
about.
right?
We're reading them. Yeah,
We'll just
Totally.
keep it on the DL
we
because
really,
we
yeah,
can't.
no, we can't give it out. But there's
Totally
some
not
good
general.
stuff. There's some good stuff.
It won't be general once you watch the show.
Okay, that's fair. I can deal with that. So, for all of you who want to have your television explode from the hotness of TNT's new show, Dallas, you should check it out. Thank you, Jordana and Julie.
Thank
It was
you. This
really
was
fun.
fun.
It was good. It's like a little girl's corner.
I know
it
we
was
bonded,
fun.
right?
I think so.
Don't we feel closer to
Are we sisters now?
Let's go get manicures.
Okay, you're paying.
Okay.
He thinks he's a good guy. Of course he does. You're just a good guy with ulterior motives.
I just thought I was doing good Texas business.
Hey, I'm Jordana Brewster,
Hey, and I'm Julie Gonzalo.
and we're the stars of Dallas.
The ladies.
And you are watching the Pretentious Film Majors.
Oh,
Good times.
yeah. Nice.
Dallas, the new series, coming summer 2012, only on TNT.